Here with Coach Aaron Christian of the Chucky Doak Black Knights. Coach, we got the West Greene Buffs coming into the Black Hole. A lot of county implications in this game. West Greene is 2-0 against county teams, and your squad is 1-0. So it's definitely a big game with some big-time implications. Let's talk, before we start talking about the game preview, I know you have a history with Coach Case as far as he coached you when you were at Greenville. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Coach Case was there my freshman through junior year. He was my defensive backs coach my sophomore and junior year with the varsity squad. And so I've known him since I was about 14 years old. You know, our relationship goes back quite a ways, and now we're in a position where, you know, we're going to get the chance to go head-to-head here for the first time. Our squad's pretty excited about it.
Great. And pivoting over to the game, West Greene's offense is pretty balanced. It's got more balance as the year's gone on, although they are led by that running game with Jonathan Padgett and Nathan Morgan. What does your defense have to do well to slow down that running attack?
Well, we scouting the game out. You know, we know they're going to run the ball. We feel like coming off all those 4 weeks in a row playing spread teams, it's a little better matchup for us. We got a lot of size up front. Coach Case does a really good job of outnumbering you at the point of attack. You know, you watch film on him, and he does a good job using that fullback, pull a guard every once in a while through the hole. So they line up in a lot of different formations, but not necessarily run a lot of different plays. You know, they run the I formation, and they're going to run downhill right at you. So it's up to our guys to come out with the mindset they've got to stay physical throughout the entire game, and you know, just stand there and hit them back in the mouth and stop that running game. We feel like if we can get them in a position to where they're going to throw the ball, we got to look at that number 80, the big tight end. They do a good job of getting him out off the play action and getting him deep and having matchups on our defensive backs where he's a pretty tall kid against some of our smaller defensive backs. So it's something we got to watch for, no doubt. And but really, you know, we play West Greene the way they play football. You got to take out that running game. So that's what we're going to be concentrating on.
Sure. And on your defensive side of the ball, who you calling out? You know, show me type game. Like we said, a lot of county implications on here. Who do you expect to step up big for you?
We're going to be looking at the linebacker position this week. They run that I formation at you, and you're not going to get a clean shot on the tailback coming through your gap. They're going to have a lead blocker for them. So it's up to those linebackers to take on that fullback and really make it physical at the point of attack. Like I said, you know, he does a good job of outnumbering you there. So not only do you got to take on the fullback, you got to shed the block and make the tackle. So it's a big task for them. They're going to have to step up and really, you know, suit up, ready to play. It's going to be really physical.
So Nick and guys like that.
Yeah, Jackie Roberts. We talked last year when we played the Granger game. They run some ISO plays out of their wing tee, and Jackie wasn't starting for us at the time, and that was kind of his coming out party. He did a really good job of taking on their lead blocker, and that's kind of his forte is getting in there and getting dirty and playing really physical from that linebacker position.
Sure. And let's pivot to your defense, or excuse me, your offensive side of the ball. You know, the Bryce Malone show's been working well, but I know you want to be more balanced and have some more people involved in the attack. How do you go about doing that and you know, making their defense not key on one guy?
Yeah, we know that every week we line up from now on, there's going to be 22 eyeballs over there looking at the number 39 jersey. We're going to be looking to get Nick Alexander going early in the game. Make sure we're getting him out there to the edge, getting those good physical carries that he can give you, dragging some tacklers hopefully, and looking at Nick Sandstrom also. You know, we got to get another wingback in there carrying the football, taking that load off Bryce. But a lot of times coming in week to week, we see the people stacking the box, getting 8 bodies up there to stop the run. So we feel good about the passing game coming into it. Chris Hinkle's done a really good job coming along for us this year. Came off the game he missed, our homecoming game against North Greene with a concussion last week. He may have been trying to do too much, too excited to be back out there. But you know, we've got him coached up pretty well this week, and he knows, you know, his handful of checks coming in the game. Make sure that we get in those good positions down and distance for us, and hopefully hit a big play or two in that passing game.
Sure. And you know, your wing tee offense has a lot of different facets and things like that. We're getting toward the end of the year. Do we have it totally implemented with Chris at quarterback, or do you always throw in a couple of wrinkles as the week goes on?
We try to add a few plays to that call sheet every week. I know when I began the year this year, we looked at the call sheet from the playoff game last year, and there was 95 plays on there.
Yeah.
Now you take those 95 plays and cut them in half because you're thinking some are to the left, some are to the right. It may be the same play, but we keep adding to it every week. Chris has done a really good job, and the system that we use, the number system that we use with our holes and play calls, is pretty advantageous to where we can do a lot of different things with the motions and the numbering system. So it's not necessarily that we're doing something brand new. It's just making little additions and wrinkles here and there with the offense.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck this week.
No problem.